What is going on, everybody? We're back with some more Marvel Snap, and today I wanted to show you a Lockjaw deck that I play sometimes for fun. Basically, deck focuses around this card right here, which is Lockjaw. When you play a card here, it swaps it with a card in your deck, so it will trigger the on reveal and then swap. So our deck is kind of a tale of two halves. We have a couple cheap cards here. Wasp is in here because she is a great activator for Lockjaw on turn 3, since she's 0 cost. You can play Lockjaw, play Wasp, and swap immediately. We have a couple cheap cards. The cheap cards are mainly aimed at disrupting our opponent, so we have Iceman to increase the cost of a card in their hand, Yondu to delete their top card, probably Chavez, Cable to steal a card, and Ironheart buffs our other cards. The logic is mainly these three are good just to play in general, but also they're cheap, so you can cycle them with Lockjaw in the late game. And then for our bigger cards, we have Jubilee, mainly aimed at pulling Chavez, but Jubilee also, when you play her with Lockjaw, she summons the top card in your deck, and then after the on reveal, she'll swap, so she's really great there. I play Captain Marvel and Vision. I know a lot of Lockjaw decks don't. Just because Captain Marvel is one that's great to get for quote-unquote cheaper, since you're potentially pulling it from a 1 or 2 cost card. And then Vision's good because the only downside of Lockjaw is that he clogs his own lane up, so Vision can move himself out of there and then continue to drop cards in. Chavez, you're usually not going to get from Lockjaw. Usually that's Jubilee's job, but still it's just a good 10-point card. Giganto is just a very big boy, which is exactly what we want him for, and then the Infinite does the same exact thing. So let's hop on into some games with this Lockjaw deck, and let's transition to our game screen. This deck is pretty decent. I feel like the Ghost Rider discard version of doing something similar to this is probably a lot better. I just don't have Ghost Rider to compare. But let's see how we do. We have a Quicksilver turn 1, which tells me they're probably doing something with a heavier curve. And this is the downside of playing decks like this, is if you draw all of your late game, you are in a very tough spot. We'll go Lockjaw there. They didn't play Wave or anything yet, so it's not like they can Professor X us. We're gonna play the Punisher, okay.
Opponent snapped.
That's interesting. I think I am going to Wasp here and play Jubilee here, maybe? No, I think I'll probably play both. Unfortunately, we already drew Infinite, we already drew Giganto, so odds are this Jubilee is going to swap into like a 1-cost card. But I also wanted to just get cards into this lane. Oh, Captain Marvel's actually great, especially because she's going to get a 2-power buff. Okay. I'm not mad at any of that. Now, technically, I could just wait and play Infinite next turn. Infinite and Wasp, actually. Is that better than playing, like, Devil Dinosaur into Chavez? Devil Dinosaur will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Chavez would be 10. It's actually not better. I'll just pass for now.
All systems go.
So I think I'll just play these two together in the middle. Although they can't play Shang-Chi on me anyway, because they're going to reveal first. So I could technically push the right. Now let's push middle, because I think there's a better chance that the right lane is weak enough that Captain Marvel can take it from an Odin buff. Yep. So technically we lose this lane, but Captain Marvel's going to shoot over there, and we're going to get the dub, which is exactly why I like playing Captain Marvel in this deck.
Victory.
Very, very nice. That's exactly what we were wanting. I have enough to upgrade vision now, which is pretty cool. Let's get another game. Playing against a Hulk avatar, so that is a Season 1 Infinite player, I think. That's not good. I don't think there's ever a way that I activate Strong Guy. So he's playing like the regular discard aggro type thing. Which should mean that I'm going to draw a good amount of one-cost cards from him, and I will. Yeah, let's do that. Don't hit Lockjaw. That's fine. Not ideal, but it's fine. Let's go Lockjaw into Okoye. Now, I don't know how Lockjaw and Weird World interact. Will I be putting his cheap cards back into my deck for him to draw? I think so, because that's his Shang-Chi. Yeah, this is good. Or it's decent. I won't call it good. Let's do some of this, I think. Because my endgame goal here is probably to play Captain Marvel and hopefully a one-drop from him on the last turn. And then move Vision into like this lane, since we should be able to overtake the middle. That's great. They don't get my Chavez. Nothing left in my deck now. But I do draw his Chavez. And they're gonna retreat. Yeah, I think that was a win all the time. Very, very nice. We get enough to upgrade Wasps now as well. And let's get a third game, because I feel like those two games went pretty quick. Ignis, that's a familiar name. I feel like I play against this person very often. Guess we have similar schedules. Howdy, partner. I don't want to play Yondu quite yet. Maybe on turn 2 or turn 3 if I don't have Lockjaw yet. Just because I kind of want to wait and try and hit a Chavez or something along those lines if possible. Although we are drawing all of our big cards again. I think this might be the person that plays like Falcon and Beast. So them being able to get Hood onto Bar with No Name could potentially be really solid. That's if I'm not mistaken. I know there's somebody that I was playing recently that was playing Hood plus Beast and Falcon. Alright, so we're gonna hit that. It's meh. One turn late on that, Infinite. You should have stayed in the hand for another turn. Okay.
Wouldn't do it.
I feel like I need Vision more than I need Captain Marvel. Because like Captain Marvel's never going to go over here. And I feel like there's a decent chance that if I just play Giganto over there, I'm going to win that lane anyway. But we'll go with this for now. Okay. Now the question is, do I go Vision plus something else? Or do I just go Giganto Wasp and try and win a tiebreaker here? So it would come down to then, I'd have 17 over here, and they would need to beat me by more than 18 in this lane. Which they would get a guaranteed 3, probably at least 4 here. Even if they go Chavez here, it would be 10, plus another 3, 13. They'd be at 28 and up by 11. I think Giganto Wasp left lane is our best bet. I'm trying to just go for the tiebreaker victory, unless they have a way to get negative power into Bar with No Name, in which case we just lose. Ghost Rider is random card you discarded, right? Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the discards were Electra, Infinite, and some other cheap one-cost card. Let's get one more, because that was a really unfortunate way to go down. I think we just lost to a 33% there. I have to go back and double-check the tiebreaker numbers. But I think that might have been the case. Mojo World is good for tiebreakers. We don't really have any means of destruction though. So if our opponent's playing like one-drop Swarm, I have to be really careful to not play any one-drops over here so they can't just Electra steal the lane. Just play Cable and steal something from them. We're drawing all of our 5s and 6s again. That second row of the deck screen, where it's like our 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, that's what we're drawing right now. Okay, okay, this is a little something. This is a little something. I really had no intention on playing Moon Girl anyway. It's not great. This is looking like a very big loss so far. Just between the draw, and I assume I'm going to hit something real low here. Yeah, Angela's not the kind of card this deck wants. And I'm going to whiff on turn 4. Alright, we're going to retreat this and just play another one. That was quite possibly the worst set of circumstances that you could possibly have with this deck. Anyway. We did not draw any of our 1-drops. We drew Wasp, but no Lockjaw until it was already all of our 5 and 6s out of the deck. But that's the risk you take when you're playing decks like this. Sometimes you're just going to draw your big stuff. Do I want to play Iceman early? I think I will. Well, I don't really want to draw cards, so I'm not going to put them there. It's like if I don't have Lockjaw by turn 4 anyway, like I'm going to have pulled most of my stuff, and I'm drawing my 5s again. I feel like Captain Marvel and Vision have like a secret text, like I will show up in your hand no matter what. That's looking like another instant loss. Okay. Because we can't win these other lanes, we drew all of our 5s and 6s again. I just want to get one more game where we actually get to like play the deck, so I'm going to search for another one. But these are the ups and downs of playing these kinds of decks. If you want to climb with a deck like this, it's going to be a good amount of forfeits, and you have to kind of strategically snap to catch your opponent and steal some cubes from them that way. Because decks like this, just you're going to draw bad sometimes, and then you've got to be able to maximize on your cubes when you do go off. Now, if Mirror Dimension turns into Savage Land, we're going to be in rough shape as well. Just at least try and get something good here. Probably should play Lockjaw on Westview, actually, but... Okay, I'll take that. Turn it to Westview. Okay. 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 Yeah, all that was cool. Now we're going to play out Ironheart and Iceman. The cool thing is Ironheart then goes back into the deck and you could potentially draw her again. We do still have Infinite in the deck. We do still have Vision in the deck. Both of those would be pretty solid. Got some fun plays when things come together here. And there's Vision. It's a great time to see our buddy. Okay, so barring a Shang-Chi, this middle lane is just absolutely on lock. What else do I have in the deck? I don't know, but I think I have Captain Marvel here. If they're going to Shang-Chi me, they have to do it this turn. Because they can't play cards here on turn 6. And then this should open me up to move Vision over here, and then play Giganto on the left. This and I do this, it should mean that basically no matter what, Captain Marvel can move over here to give us 24 in this lane, and this is going to be, let's say right now it'll be around 11. So I think this is snappable.
Oh, snap.
Then we also play Vision on the right. Yeah, they're just going to retreat. Alright, so we at least got to get the deck to go off again. We had a couple bad games in there, but still came out and got to do some cool things. And we have a whole bunch of missions completed as well. Oh, damn, I did not play throughout the day today, apparently. Let's just grab credits and grab stuff. Alright, everybody. Well, that is going to be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.